Welcome to SciFlux. In this video, we'll share the latest discoveries about life sciences, from cells to entire ecosystems. Let's start by sharing that our brains constantly turn tiny bits of visual data into a complete picture of the world. In the primary visual cortex, or V1, neurons each see just small fragments of a scene. Yet together, they help us perceive objects, backgrounds, and what stands out. For years, scientists thought this broader context came mostly from higher visual areas, since local V1 connections were considered too slow to matter. But new research flips that idea. It shows that as signals travel farther through V1's local axons, they actually speed up, fast enough to carry crucial contextual information. This means local circuits in V1 aren't just passive messengers. They play an active role in building our visual world. It's a major shift in understanding how the brain pieces together complex scenes from simple inputs, revealing that perception begins earlier and more efficiently than we ever realized. Next, a study about model behavior. Deep neural networks can predict human behavior remarkably well, but do they think like us? To find out, researchers compared 20 vision models with over 4.5 million human judgments, then used those results to generate synthetic responses. The challenge: could they identify which model the data came from? Even with all that information, the correct model was found less than 80% of the time. Why? Because small shifts in the model's internal structure and feature complexity threw things off. The message is clear. Just because an AI matches our behavior doesn't mean it understands the world like we do. Accuracy alone isn't enough. True alignment means capturing how humans actually think and represent information. Remaining in neuroscience. Neural implants are transforming neuroscience, helping us control prosthetics, monitor seizures, and even connect brains to computers. But recording hundreds of neural signals burns a lot of power, and current circuits are hitting their limits. Researchers found a smarter solution. Instead of shutting off less important channels, they adjust each one's precision based on how useful it is. Key signals keep full detail, while less important ones use lower resolution, saving power without losing accuracy. Tested on seizure detection, gesture recognition, and force tracking, this method cut power use by up to 23 times compared to traditional systems. By rethinking how data is recorded, this resolution reconfiguration could make future neural implants smaller, longer-lasting, and far more capable. On the cancer subject, metastasis, when cancer spreads from its original site, causes most cancer deaths. But why do some cells stay put while others break away? Researchers used evolutionary game theory to find out. In their model, each cancer cell faces a choice: stay in the tumor and compete for limited nutrients, or move to a new location in search of better resources. The model not only explains why primary and metastatic tumors can coexist, but also predicts when metastasis is most likely. For example, in certain kidney cancers, cells tend to spread when specific genetic mutations are below a key threshold. The takeaway? A tumor's internal diversity, the mix of different cell types, strongly shapes its behavior. Understanding this hidden competition could help us predict and one day control how cancer spreads. Did you know that? Chronic stress during pregnancy can harm both mother and baby, affecting heart function and development. But something as simple as yoga can make a real difference? Researchers followed 28 chronically stressed pregnant women. Half practiced weekly hatha yoga, the rest received standard care. Using detailed heart rate variability analysis, they tracked how the nervous system adapted through pregnancy. Results showed clear improvements in the yoga group. As pregnancy progressed, heart dynamics became more balanced and complex, indicating healthier autonomic regulation. In short, regular yoga didn't just reduce stress. It reshaped how the body manages it, offering a safe, non-invasive way to support maternal and fetal well-being. In the microbiology world, microbial colonies constantly expand. And at their edges, different species meet and interact. Researchers modeled how microbes reproduce and spread, exploring both neutral and antagonistic strains. Inside the colony, species interactions control the interface, but at the frontier, something unexpected occurs. The interface stops widening and stabilizes at a fixed width. This happens because the colony's curved geometry creates local minima that focus and pin the boundary. Simulations reveal that this width depends logarithmically on population fluctuations. The study shows how geometry and randomness together shape species boundaries at the growing edge, offering new insights into microbial evolution and ecology. Moving forward, how do evolving species adapt to environments they've never encountered? This study points to a process called annealed population heterogeneity. Here, individuals face different conditions over time, introducing a natural noise into evolution. This variability discourages traits that only succeed in specific settings and favors generalist traits that perform well across many environments. The researchers show this works like mini-batching in machine learning, where controlled randomness helps algorithms find robust solutions. Simulations and theory reveal that this diversity allows populations to anticipate new challenges, boosting resilience in ecosystems, disease resistance, and even vaccine development. This discovery is truly fascinating. Our bodies run on electricity. Every heartbeat, thought, and movement relies on it. At the center of this system are ion channels, tiny gates controlling the flow of charged particles in our cells. Scientists model these gates using Markov models, which describe how channels jump between states like open or closed. But this research reveals a problem. Overly complex models can become non-identifiable. That means even perfect data can't distinguish between two very different models that produce the same behavior. The lesson is clear. More complexity isn't always better. The future lies in combining modeling with direct experimental data that shows how channels actually move and change shape. By grounding our models in real molecular evidence, we can truly understand the gates that keep our bodies running. Now imagine a future where cancer treatment is truly personalized, where your immune system is trained to fight your own tumor. That's the promise of neoantigen vaccines, now powered by artificial intelligence. But how do we know if AI predictions actually help patients? Researchers created the Algorithm-to-Outcome Concordance, or AOC metric, which links AI-predicted tumor targets to real clinical results. Analyzing 6 melanoma vaccine trials from 2017 to 2025, AOC scores ranged from 0.42 to 0.79, showing that AI predictions align best when tumors share highly clonal neoantigens. With further refinement, an AOC above 0.7 could make these vaccines cost-effective, under $100,000 per quality-adjusted life year. This metric could become a key tool for validating AI in medicine, turning algorithms into treatments that truly improve patient survival. At last, a single accident, a fall, crash, or sports hit, can change everything, marking the start of a lifelong struggle with traumatic brain injury, or TBI. Memory loss and increased dementia risk often follow. Researchers have long looked for ways to reduce TBI's impact, and exercise keeps emerging as a powerful tool. But when should you start, and does your fitness history matter? Using a precise animal model, scientists tested exercise before injury, immediately after, and days later. They found pre-injury exercise protected the brain, while starting too soon after injury had little effect. Waiting about 6 days, however, boosted brain repair and memory recovery. Animals that exercised both before and after showed faster cognitive gains. The takeaway? Recovery isn't just about exercising, it's about timing and fitness history. Personalized rehab plans based on activity levels could help the brain heal faster and stronger, making exercise the ultimate neuroinsurance.